If you just use offsets and continue to pollute, that kind of defeats the purpose of carbon credits. My name is Eva Bask and I'm the head of GoodZero. Carbon offsets are carbon credits that are 1 ton of CO2. And they are generated by different types of carbon credit projects that either remove or avoid CO2 going into the atmosphere or taking it down from the atmosphere. And carbon offsets can play a role in parallel while you are reducing for those emissions that are difficult to reduce immediately or maybe later cannot be reduced at all. I would never use carbon offsets as a whole without any reduction or quantification, because that's called greenwashing. It's not a license to pollute. If you just use offsets and continue to pollute, that kind of defeats the purpose of carbon credits. Choosing a carbon credit can be a really difficult task because there is 170 different types of carbon credit projects that either removes carbon or avoids carbon, anything from nature-based forestation to blue ocean to direct air capture. So it can be really difficult to choose a project, how to even start with that. When choosing a carbon credit project, it should deliver the impact. One should look up at the transparency of the project and then what is the connection to your business. It should deliver what it promises. If you buy 1 carbon credit, it's 1 ton of CO2. It needs to deliver that. It can't be just something that was not verified and there was no impact. Then it's just waste of money. And then the second piece of impact is also what else does the project deliver. So depending on the geographical area and depending on the project type, it may deliver other socioeconomic impacts like female employment, water, schools, etc. In my opinion, transparency is the biggest piece of the carbon credit project. Especially the financial transparency. Where does the carbon credit revenue go? This is why we at GoodZero, we have good criteria where we actually follow the money. So we do ask our project developers to open up that where does the carbon credit revenue go. It's good that if it goes back to the project, we understand that there is admin fees and these type of costs. But it should be flowing back to the project within the geographical region where the project is. Now, it is always good that companies select the project that connects or ties into their operations or business or geographical region, because it will help the companies to communicate the impact of the project. If biodiversity is big on your company's agenda, then choose a project that delivers on that aspect. If socioeconomic impact is bigger, then choose that. I think it's important that companies select their projects so that it ties into their operations. So let's say you're in manufacturing and you use a lot of water to manufacture whatever goods you are manufacturing. Maybe select then a blue ocean project or another water-based project, and that way it's easier to communicate to your stakeholders. I always recommend companies to select multiple projects, especially when the volume of emissions is higher. I would buy from 2-3 different projects, and that way your impact is bigger because your carbon credit revenue is going to 3 different places. My recommendation is that start now. Start offsetting immediately. Don't wait 10-20 years when your net reduction strategy is coming into effect. We need everybody's contribution on this one, and we need it now in order to mitigate this climate change. But also with us and our credits, we take you also to the journey of the project developer, because we know them, we visit them, we've been part of them from the beginning. We've seen how they grow and evolve, and we see the impact. That's maybe the best part of working with this, is connecting the project developers, create the carbon credits, and the companies. So biggest recommendation is start now, don't wait.